the lipstick tomboy from TikTok. Let's see what she's got to say.
I'm fully aware that this might trigger some men, and if that's the case, they're my standards. I'm a 49-year-old woman, single mom of 2 teenagers. I've been divorced for 5 years and on and off the dating apps for 2.5, and this is finally where I've landed. 1, I'm not sure that I ever want to get married again. And if we do get married, I want to have been in the relationship for a long time and be really, really sure. 2, I'm not going to take another man's last name. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to live and die with my father's last name, and you'll just have.
Why is that important? I could care less. I'm not going to go through any of that, but I don't know. I don't have that perspective, so I don't know. But I would think if you really love someone and that's what they wanted, and I wouldn't care. Who cares? Good for you, Lauren. She doesn't want your stinky last name. Keeping the one her dad gave her, another dude who she's not married to. That's important. That's important.
I have to respect that. 3, I don't need a stepdad for my kids. They've got plenty of parents as it is, and I would rather you be their best friend. I would love.
Yeah, that sounds fine. I don't think guys are lining up like, oh, I got to be a parent to your kid. That's my dream. No, they just kind of just want to go on a date and meet someone and have someone to watch a movie with or take a walk. I don't think they're all lining up like, this isn't going to work out unless I can be a parent to your kids, your teenage kids or whatever. I don't know. She seems older. How old are our kids? But she sounds like she's had some experiences where someone wanted to parent her kids. I don't know. Who's doing that? Let me know in the comments if that's important to you, gentlemen, or any of the women in the group. Is that a common occurrence? Guys who want to parent your kids? It's usually the opposite, I would think.
For you to love them and think that they're as awesome as I think they are, but you really don't have to parent them.
Yeah, kids are great. Be their friend. That seems fine. You're not their father. Who cares?
They're good. 4, this is my house. I don't want to cohabitate yet. I don't want to do that until my kids are completely out of my home. This is my first home that I bought. I'm not sharing the mortgage. I'm not sharing the deed. I'm not sharing the equity.
Why should she? It's her home. You do what you want, Lauren. I don't know. What guys are out there going, this isn't going to work out unless you share your mortgage with me. I need a mortgage. I don't know. Am I understanding properly? I don't know.
5, I'd like to align our schedules so we can date when we don't have the kids. I would hope that you would have the same priority over your children that I have over mine. I want to see you as much as I can in my 50% time off, but when I have them, they're my priority. Doesn't mean.
Yeah, does that need to be stated? Your kids are your priority, and you want to date when you don't have them. Yeah, that sounds perfect, Lauren. Why would we want it any other way, really? Ladies, don't tell us your kids are your priority. If they're not your priority, we could see that, and we don't think you're a very good person. Of course your kids should be your priority.
I won't see you or we won't hang out, but they will always come first. 6, if you're single and no kids, you're going to have to respect that. 7, if you do have children and they're really, really young, I'm out. I don't want to raise any more kids. I've done my duty. I'm finished there. I've kind of settled that my minimum kind of age for somebody else.
Guys, are you looking for someone? I don't have any kids, so I don't know. Are you looking for someone to raise your kids, and that's what you would come to Lauren with and say, Lauren, it's nice dating you. Now, please read a story to my kids and discipline them and go to the parent-teacher conferences. Is that what guys want? I never heard. I've been doing this a while. I never heard a guy like, listen, I gotta be this. I don't think so. But Lauren probably has more experience than I do on this particular subject.
His kids would be about 12. And that's okay. That's more kind of situationally. It's not necessarily like what I look for in like their heart and their kindness and who they are as a person and age range and all that kind of stuff. But just kind of as a minimum standard, that's what I start with. Do I think I'll find it? Probably not. But
everybody raise your own kids. Have some fun dating. Go out, go to the movies, walk around a lake, talk about some fun stuff. Simple. It's a little more simple. Got to lay down the law.
Unless it fits into my life in a way that adds to my life, that's where I'm at. All right. Peace. I recently
I don't know. What does everyone else think? Did Lauren say anything, really objectionable there? Unless you gotta have my last name. My last name is McGillicuddy, and I want you to be Lauren McGillicuddy. Lauren, you may want to keep your options open on that account. Maybe the guy's got like a cool last name, like Lauren Valdor. You're like a super hero or something. You be open to what could possibly happen. See what we got. Sounds reasonable to me, says Turning Stone Interiors. Anyone upset by this is not comfortable with women decentering men. Gentlemen, are you comfortable with being decentered? That's a new term. I haven't learned that one. Decentering. I guess when person you're with is too important, you've centered them or made them the center of your world. I think that may be what she's saying. Anyone upset by this is not comfortable with women decentering men. If you're on a date and a woman says to you, look, I'm going to decenter you, I would say run. Anyone who uses like a lot of the terms of the day when you first started dating. I had a woman once said, I can't make it. I need to do some self-care. Self-care. You take all the time you need for self-care. No one's going to accuse 58-year-old bachelor John Benz of blocking your self-care. You cancel your date anytime when you feel you need self-care, which I translated as I'm going to lay around and drink wine and take some naps. I don't know, maybe get a massage. Just self-care. 41-year-old man here, no kids. Why would anyone be triggered? Yeah, Lauren, you seem pretty reasonable. Let's see what else we got here. Unless he fits my life in a way that adds to my life. Best statement ever. Lauren says, I'm done with relationships that steal my peace. We all are, Lauren. We don't want to have our peace stolen. Although I am open to not accept some chaos from the gender. And that's fine with me because that's not how my life is. My life is pretty chaos free. So when I date someone and they bring on the chaos, here comes the chaos. I expect that little chaos and razzle dazzle, and I'm okay with it. I find it entertaining. Unless two ex-husbands and I have kids with 3 different guys, and there's a level of chaos that I'm not particularly interested in, but I can detach myself pretty quickly from that chaos. And and I can change the subject. There's an art to changing the subject, gentlemen. She's focusing on negativity and everything that's bad, and she's telling you all the chaos. Hey, what's your favorite Christmas movie? I was wondering what you prefer, blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. Change the subject. Sometimes they get in a rut. Women today are pretty much trained to talk about nothing but problems. They've been taught to replace any kind of a personality or ambition or any kind of uniqueness with sitting around talking about their problems. Not every woman's like that. Of course not. And I'm sure there are men who are focused on negativity and their problems. So everybody, practice your skills at interrupting that, changing the subject. Change the subject. There's good stuff with changing the subject. Don't get down into the weeds, into that. Like, let's take a bath in this negativity and chaos. Change the subject. And if he or she is bringing on too much chaos, have some boundaries like Lauren here. What else we got? I quit dating about 4 years ago because I refused to lower my standards. And I get tired of being told I need to compromise. Nope, I'll stay single alone. Good list. And Lauren says, right, I stopped all the apps for a while. If it comes along, great. If not, it's all good. You don't want to quit. It's great. Bedroom fun is great. I'll be alone. If it comes along, fine. It's not going to come along. That's in the movies. It's not going to come along. You got to put some effort into it. You have to be there. You got to be there now. You can't just like turn it all off and spend all your time focusing like, I'm good with being alone. It's fine. And it can be great at times and peace is great, but a little chaos is nice too. Little something going on. It's fine. And adult fun, yeah, when the kids aren't around is let's not discount how wonderful that can be. And if you're not, it isn't wonderful to you and you do without it, you're never doing it right in the first place. Okay? Because it's a lot of fun. All of that stuff with dating and just quitting completely because you had a couple of bad dates, or like the apps are a minefield anyways. So you got to expect a little turbulence on that flight towards happiness. There's going to be some turbulence. Let's see what else we got here. Let's do some random scroll, super scroll. Okay. When I started dating again, I started a list in the notes of my phone with all my non-negotiables. Nothing on that list is a physical attribute. Oh, that's nice. Attraction is a given. I've been with someone that checks everything for a few years now. That person does exist. Oh, that's very nice. It's very nice to hear. Even though she had some non-negotiables, the guy met it. And maybe she was reasonable about her non-negotiables. And Lauren said, I love this. I do too, Lauren. I agree with you. That's very nice. And thank you for sharing. Better start collecting cats. Dogs, allergic to cats, but yeah. Hey, cats and dogs are nice. My minimum standards were the same, and I did find it. And he's amazing. Very, very good. Lauren said, I love this for you. Thank you for the glimmer of hope. Yeah, there's this hope. Hang in there. Man in his 50s here who has gone through all of this, all very reasonable, make all the sense in the world. Also preferred for myself. I believe many feel the same, but choose not to say it out loud. All comes down to kids first and protect them emotionally at all costs, including your own. Of course, you have kids. That's your job. So take care of them. Of course, they're a party, and you don't have to tell us they're your party and blah blah blah. We know, and they should be. And if they're not, guys have a good sense to get away from that person. And then, you make time. You make time for each other, and sure, you have your boundaries. That's all good and healthy. I think Lauren's fine, and she's finding her path, and it's all good. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'm glad everyone's here, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. Subscribe. I'd love to have you here for the next video.